Welcome back. Yes, let's ease into the new year with some regular business blunders. Not so much politics, okay? Nothing about Donald Trump, nothing about the ANC, the ass-backwards mafia organization that runs the South African government. Let's give them the week off. But in the meantime, just don't book any air tickets on SAA, okay? Just don't do it. You know what's going to happen sooner or later. Grounded, money gone. Why don't we talk about the Boeing business blunder? It's in the airline industry. You know that if you could have picked one stock to buy in 2015, it would probably have been Boeing. Because that US aerospace giant is an amazing company that employs thousands and thousands of dedicated engineers, geniuses that make amazing products that fly through the sky. The market for commercial aviation back then and even now is absolutely flying, right? And in addition to that, they've got a massive business which makes defense and aerospace stuff, you know, satellites, missiles, etc. Thanks, Trump, that part's doing very well. Instead, the company fucked up royally in the last 5 years. This 737 MAX debacle goes on and on and on. This damn plane was supposed to be the backbone of airline fleets for all the short-haul flights. The latest onboard technology, exceptional fuel efficiency. It went into service in March 2017 with more onboard computers than you can imagine. Then two crashed. The first in October 2018, the second in March 2019. 350 people dead. You know what, as an aside, it turns out that when an airplane crashes into the ground, it does not help if you assume the brace position. It does not help. Everyone dies. This week, in a highly embarrassing internal email exchange between employees at Boeing made the news, revealing that some internal staff concerns about the 73 MAX were ignored. The best one of the lot, the best email of the lot said, "This airplane is designed by clowns who are in turn supervised by monkeys." Oh. And amidst all this drama, the Boeing share price, the stock price, the value of the company has truly suffered. It was down by 6% in the last 12 months compared to the S&P 500, which is up 25. That's a terrible outcome for Boeing investors. As an aside, in the meantime, just keep flying, because as people pointed out, in the last 10 years, air travel, so much more safe. Back in the 1980s, like 26,000 people died in commercial aviation accidents around the world in the decade. In the last decade, it's down to like 9,000. Well, that's good news. And that's amidst massive increases in the number of people actually flying. So the total number of fatalities per passenger mile have declined by more than 90%. Anyway, aviation authorities around the world have grounded the entire 737 MAX series. All of the planes, they parked on the runways, and the company's now stopped production. And all the airlines are now buying planes from Airbus, their competitor, instead. Oh my God, Boeing engineers, you had one job. This fuck up is going to set the company back by decades. Right, moving on. A special blunder mention for the Nissan Motor Corporation of Japan. Nissan. You'll recall that Carlos Ghosn, yes, I think Ghosn. He was the former head of Nissan and Renault. It's one company. And he was arrested last year in Japan, and he was out on bail awaiting trial there on charges of financial misconduct. Prosecutors in Japan say that the guy basically paid himself a shit ton of money, much more than he was officially telling investors in the annual reports, and much more than he was telling even internally inside of the management structures. But they gave him all of this power to set his own salary. For an example, he threw himself a 60th birthday party at the Palace of Versailles, where everybody dressed up as Louis XVI. Woo! And then he sent the bill to the company. Nice work. Anyway, Ghosn skipped bail, fled from Japan over New Year, and popped up in his home country of Lebanon. He was smuggled out, according to some sources, in a large black case used for audio equipment. He escaped in a cello case and a private jet. What a legend. Better still, Ghosn is now hiding out in a pink mansion in Beirut that belongs to Nissan. It's true, Nissan bought and renovated this mansion in Lebanon for his personal use. They've been trying to evict the Ghosns from the house since he was arrested. But so far, can't do it, unable. Stuck. What a dick move. So he's jumped bail in Japan because, according to Ghosn, he was falsely accused of stealing from Nissan. And to prove his innocence, he escaped from Japan to Lebanon, where he's now stealing from Nissan by staying in a house that belongs to Nissan. Wow. Wow.